Today I'm going to tell you an interesting horror story, so watch till the end, it's going to be really creepy. I was just passing through Arizona, tired from a long drive, and decided to stay overnight at a quiet, dusty roadside motel that looked like it hadn't been renovated since the 70s. Something about its old neon flicker and cracked sign felt off, but I was too exhausted to care, and the woman at the front desk gave me a room at the end of the hallway. Room 103, which had a weird smell of stale perfume and bleach mixed with something sour I couldn't quite place still. All I needed was a shower and sleep. The first thing I noticed was the massive mirror across from the bed. It covered the entire wall like it was the main feature of the room, reflecting everything, even amplifying the dim yellow light of the ceiling bulb, but something about it didn't feel right, like it was watching instead of just reflecting. I waved at it playfully, checked myself out, and even leaned in close, but it was just a mirror, or so I thought. That night I kept waking up, drenched in sweat, heart racing like I'd just run a marathon, and every time I looked over, the mirror seemed darker, not like it wasn't reflecting, but like it was hiding something. At one point, I swear, I saw someone standing behind me in the reflection, though when I turned around, I was alone. I chalked it up to exhaustion, but when I looked again, the mirror showed a second bed beside mine, and someone was clearly lying in it, breathing, twitching, like in a nightmare, but my room only had one bed, and it was empty except for me. I stood up slowly and approached the mirror, and as I moved, so did the other me, but with a delay, like a half-second lag, like it was thinking about copying me instead of just doing it. Then to my horror, it smiled before I did. I froze. That wasn't my reflection anymore. My reflection tilted its head, blinked at a different time, and mouthed something I couldn't hear but felt deep in my chest. "Let me in." I screamed, stumbled back, and grabbed my phone to record it, but on the screen, there was nothing unusual, just me and the mirror. No delay. No smile. Nothing. Desperate to convince myself I wasn't going crazy, I called the front desk, but the line crackled before disconnecting with a long, shrill beep that hurt my ears. I grabbed my keys ready to bolt, but the door wouldn't open, and then the lights flickered and shut off completely, leaving only the pale glow from the moon through the window and the dim glimmer of the mirror itself, which was now filled with shadowy figures standing still, all of them, looking like me, but not me, like twisted versions of me, decaying, rotting, grinning. One of them began to bang on the glass from the inside, louder and louder until it cracked, spider webbing across the surface like it was about to shatter, but still not breaking. I backed into the bathroom and locked the door, shaking, barely able to breathe, and then I saw it. The bathroom mirror showed no reflection at all. Not mine, not anyone's, it was just black. That's when I realized these weren't mirrors. They were windows looking in, not out. Suddenly, the banging stopped. Silence. I peeked out through the bathroom door, and the room was pitch black except for one faint reflection. Someone or something was now sitting on the bed. It had my shape, my eyes, my clothes, but its skin was pale like wax and its smile stretched unnaturally wide. Then it stood up and walked toward the mirror, toward me, reaching a hand through the glass as if it were water. The last thing I remember before blacking out was its cold, glassy hand gripping my face and pulling me forward. I woke up the next morning lying on the bed, drenched in sweat, the mirror back to normal, or so it seemed. I ran out of that motel without looking back. Weeks later, at home, I avoided mirrors. I covered them, avoided reflections, but one night I accidentally caught my reflection in a car window, and it blinked when I didn't. It smiled. I haven't been myself since. And now, sometimes I catch glimpses of people in the background of my Zoom calls, in reflections of my TV screen, people who aren't there when I turn around. And last night, the mirror in my hallway cracked on its own. No noise, no explanation. Just a perfect line from top to bottom, like something is trying to get out again. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more creepy stories.